Today's video, why McDonald's is better in Europe.
We are Lisa and Greg, an American couple living abroad in Spain. If you're curious about the crazy, funny, and surprising differences between the US and Europe, you came to the right place. We're on our way to 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to be saying this for a while. But unless we get like 9,000 people to subscribe from this video.
Yeah.
But just in case, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can be a part of the family. We like to have fun around here. That's kind of what we do. And this is Fern. And Lisa will include a link in the description so we can go and show them some love. I mean, they have 3.43 million subscribers, but we can get them up to 4 million. So I'm sure they would appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, great. I mean, we've seen this video running around YouTube.
Oh, I think so. But it was recommended by Marcel.
Yes.
He was in the Discord and recommended this one and thought it looked good.
He's becoming famous.
It's the Marcel Show.
Yeah, basically. He's a friend of the channel. All right, let's go ahead and let me get this set up here, ready for action. All right, ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
On November 19, 2022, Juan Baus tweeted this picture. Absolutely loving the design of this reusable packaging that's being introduced at McDonald's France. The reusable packaging went viral, like really viral. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, retweeted him and said something French.
Oh, wow.
We saw all of this and had a lot of questions. How come McDonald's is introducing this type of packaging? Why in France? And why does it look so good?
Interesting.
In the following months, we went down a rabbit hole and ended up modeling the entire dishware collection. As it turns out, sleek fry containers tell many stories. How the European Union is bringing conglomerates like McDonald's to their knees, not just in France, but all over the continent. How a country known for everything fancy developed a truly unique relationship with fast food, and a completely different type of McDonald's, McDo.
McDonald's in France, you don't understand how popular it is.
And of course, how good design can
So far they're just talking about design.
Yeah. So not the quality of food necessarily. I'm sure it's better than in the US. I know being in Spain, we've been to the McDonald's out here. We don't go to fast food. I think we just wanted
to try it because it looked so fancy. It just looked different.
It looked different. And we knew that they had different items than the US has. They have more fruit and yogurt.
Like in the kids' meal, you get grapes and yogurt. It's crazy.
And we wanted to see if there was a taste difference. Because even in the U.S., we didn't really eat fast food. But we still wanted to see what the hype was about. And I remember I didn't get sick or anything from eating that kind of stuff. Burger King, but not McDonald's.
Yeah.
But we don't go there that often. Anyway.
Understand how popular it is.
And of course, how good design can transform experiences.
Have you ever been to a McDonald's in Paris?
No? Why?
Wow. Okay,
so it's about the experience.
This is your life in weeks if you're lucky enough to turn 80 years old. And this is the amount of time you spent on your career. 80,000 hours. We choose to spend this time on researching McDonald's packaging for YouTube videos. You probably want to spend all that time on something meaningful that makes a big positive difference in the world. 80,000 Hours is also the name of today's sponsor, a non-profit that wants to help you figure out how to do that. They've been researching the question of how you can find a fulfilling career that does good for years. They have a website that provides you all that research, a podcast, and also a newsletter. They have a job board that provides hundreds of open listings for potential high-impact career paths. And all of their advice and research is free, forever. So, if you're not sure how to do something that feels meaningful, helps others, and makes a positive difference, maybe check out their in-depth career guide at 80,000hours.org/fern. Life is short, but what you do with your decreasing time is up to you. Anyways, it all started with a simple message. Yo, Juan, would you be down? He was.
There is something there. The whole ad campaign around it, and I think people's reactions to it are quite good. But then also maybe like the question is like, are people going to steal this?
When Juan is not going viral and getting featured in Drew Gooden videos, he's a UX writer for some of the biggest brands out there. Oh, and Juan also lives in Paris. To get a better look at this weird new packaging, we needed a man on the ground.
That is interesting because just looking at it, it looks like it's better for you.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's probably not any different, but like it's the illusion.
It's almost like a more upscale experience. Mm-hmm. So you feel like you're getting better food. Mm-hmm. And they haven't even talked about the food yet.
Right. Yeah, they haven't even talked about the food.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. But what do you do with all that? What is it made out of? I'm sure they're going to tell us.
Yeah.
To get a better look at this weird new packaging, we needed a man on the ground. Juan was that man. The design is truly spectacular. We will get to that in a minute. First, we need to understand why this is happening.
Yeah.
As we reviewed Juan's footage and dug deeper, we realized that...
What kind of fries are those?
They might be like a sweet potato fry.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, what are I forget the purple like a potato. Uh-huh. But I think it's just different types of potatoes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As we reviewed Juan's footage and dug deeper, we realized that it's not just the packaging that makes French McDonald's special.
Okay.
Oh.
Chapter 1. The Rise of McDo.
Fast food in France do not seem like...
It's called McDo in France?
Maybe. They did say that earlier.
Yeah,
like a good match. It's the country of fine dining, Michelin stars and long-lasting dinners in cozy bistros. When McDonald's came to the country in 1997, the French were skeptical.
70, 80 top chefs in the country took out a newspaper ad in the country's biggest newspaper saying that they thought it was preposterous that McDonald's was coming to France. And they were like, this is absolutely ridiculous. We need to stop this fast food thing.
But they could not help but indulge, like everybody else on the planet.
Ici, c'est plus complet, c'est plus sympa.
Nonetheless, the company remained controversial for decades. In 1992, it launched a poster campaign showing the French chef and absolute superstar Paul Bocuse secretly dreaming about a Big Mac while examining a pile of plump chickens. The chef sued right away for $2.7 million.
Oh, wow.
When I found out these were real Big Mac advertisements, I immediately contacted my lawyers and instructed them to seek damages. How can I be seen promoting this tasteless, boneless food in which everything is soft?
His lawyer added the ad would be...
What?
I don't blame him. That's not right.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah,
you can't just steal the man's identity.
No.
And profit off of it.
Right.
Food in which everything is soft.
His lawyer added the ad would be...
an intolerable insult to the Pope of world cuisine.
7 years later, it got much worse for the fast food chain. At the time, the World Trade Organization and the US were trying to force Europe to accept imports of hormone-induced beef. Europe resisted, and the US in turn imposed heavy duties on certain luxury products as a retaliatory measure.
What the hell?
Brats.
Like, let us give you the same bad crap that we give our people.
Right.
Oh, you're not going to let us poison your people too?
Well, then take this.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That is like... That's America 101 right there.
Measure. One of the items targeted was Roquefort cheese from France. French sheep farmers were angry, and they found a symbol of American global capitalism and trade doctrine like no other: McDonald's. So a French horde went and utterly wrecked a restaurant of the chain, which was currently under construction in the small French city Millau. The horde was led by the activist and sheep farmer José Bové, the Frenchest-looking man of all time. I mean, what even is this pipe? The McDonald's incident made Bové a national hero and leader of the French anti-globalization movement. He published a best-selling book 2 years later, and in 2007 he ran for president. Later he went into European politics, all on the back of really hating McDonald's.
José Bové rose to global fame 15 years ago after he demolished a half-built McDonald's.
However, despite Bové's crusade, McDonald's could not be slayed.
Right.
Off the bat, it had a competitive advantage over brasseries, bistros, and cafes. The restaurants were designated as takeout joints. This meant the value-add tax was just 5.5% versus the 19.6% at gastronomic restaurants.
Oh, wow.
The food was cheap and the French economy was bad, like always. Another factor played a much bigger role though. McDonald's always has been good at inserting itself into the local culture of the country it operates in.
Yeah.
But nowhere has it...
That's true.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know if you know, but well, you do know, but just as a reminder, you may not know that in America, they are really good at inserting themselves in the Black community. Like if you go, if you're in the Black community, the commercials will be all Black people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
I remember, and it'll have hip hop music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll be like, wow, who made this?
Yeah, they're targeting them for sure.
And I remember, you know, I grew up in a kind of a rough neighborhood in Las Vegas, and the first fast food restaurant was McDonald's. And we thought it was like, oh my God, we got a McDonald's. Yeah. You know, that's crazy. Because I mean, for us, like I remember, like this is how rare it was that we got to eat McDonald's, and how great it was when we did. I remember when I was young and I got braces, and my mother was trying to like make me feel better because I just got braces, and said, okay, we get to go to McDonald's. And but I just got braces that hurt my teeth, so I couldn't eat. So I just remember being like all sad. It's like, oh man, I don't get McDonald's. My brother's all eating it and everybody.
Aww.
Yeah. So but that's how McDonald's was.
Yeah. Back then we did, I think our generation, we went to fast food like on occasion. So it was like a super big treat. But as our kids were growing up, it was kind of more of a
norm.
It was a norm. Yeah. And they really pumped the kids' toys.
Right.
And so they saw it on their cartoons all the time. So all this kid stuff. And I mean, and that's what we would always get them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, because that's what they wanted.
They're good at inserting, like you said, they're good at inserting themselves in your community.
Inserting itself into the local culture of the country it operates in. But nowhere has it succeeded on such a scale as in France. The company realized that French customers were drastically different from American ones. Americans visited McDonald's more often at any time of the day, frequently alone, opting for takeout 70% of the time. In contrast, the French came in groups, spent more money per visit, and significantly more time in the restaurants. 70% of them dropped in during regular lunch and dinner hours. French McDonald's was not treated like a takeout place by customers, but like any other bistro. As NPR puts it, sitting down to a meal is a cornerstone of French culture. So the chain adapted. In the US, its restaurants are designed to attract people from...
That's good that they adapted. Remember Walmart in Germany?
Right.
They didn't adapt?
Yeah, exactly.
And they were history. They're out the door.
In the US, its restaurants are designed to attract people from afar, the golden M glooming high, calling you to that sweet, sweet drive-in in a car. The interior is often a little uncomfortable, intended to minimize customer visiting time and maximize purchasing turnover. In France, the restaurants are often sleek, modern, and comfortable. You can find relatively cozy corners designated specifically for larger groups of people. Sometimes there's even table service. On the outside, the golden M is often subdued on the facade. The architecture is...
Oh, I missed it. Oh, I see. That's funny. I missed it.
Yeah, it's subdued. That's the point.
That's funny.
It just looks like a restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
For larger groups of people. Sometimes there's even table service. On the outside, the golden M is often subdued on the facade. The architecture is regionally diverse. McDonald's in France almost doesn't feel like fast food. That is so apparent, even the dumbest show on the planet, Emily in Paris, noticed.
This is so chic. There's no grimace, no hamburglar.
What's a hamburglar?
Never mind.
Products are locally sourced, and there are unique offerings like the obvious McBaguette, but also a croque McDo. McDonald's does this everywhere, of course, but they do it very well in France. There's a funny little review of the world-famous La Dorée macarons in Paris on TripAdvisor. The reviewer concludes, The macarons taste the same as the ones sold at McDonald's across the road, except for 4 times as much as the price.
Oh, wow.
You see, this person from London is not just angry. They are onto something. The macarons at McDonald's are indeed manufactured by the same company.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Today, McDonald's is universally called McDo in France. It is a cultural institution and even has its own slogan.
Venez comme vous êtes. So like, come as you are.
It is considered to be one of the biggest and most...
Do you know what the slogan is in America?
Oh,
is it,
man.
Have it your way. Wait, what is that?
Oh, who is that?
Have it your way. Oh, dang it. Oh, man, I don't remember.
Oh, man, I thought you...
McDonald's. I don't remember what the slogan is.
Ah, crap. Should we look it up?
Yeah, let's look it up. See what the slogan is.
I'm loving it.
Oh, okay.
I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm loving it. Okay, good.
Oh, it's been that way since 2003.
Oh. What was it before that?
I don't know what it was before that.
Okay.
McDonald's is your kind of place.
That's
what it was for a few years, 67 and 71.
Okay, I remember I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Venez comme vous êtes. So like, come as you are.
It is considered to be one of the biggest and most profitable markets for McDonald's in the world. So McDo is special. But why would they come up with reusable dishware? It seems like quite the hassle. Well, the root of it all is the EU.
Chapter 2. The EU's war on plastic.
Sometimes people don't realize how powerful the EU actually is. The European Union's executive body, the Commission, can issue directives. These directives are goals which must be achieved by all member countries. But every country can decide on how to get there. Once translated into national law, the member states must notify the Commission, which in turn checks if it is A-OK. Then the directive needs to be enforced in every country. If a member fails, it may get fined. A particularly famous directive is Directive 2019/904 of the European Parliament and of the Council of 5 June 2019. Okay, whatever, nerds. Basically, it's a big EU move to reduce the impact of plastic on the environment. This includes the much ridiculed ban of plastic straws and balloon sticks. But in truth, it goes much further than plastic straws becoming paper ones. For example, the directive makes single-use plastic producers pay to clean up single-use trash. And finally, the important point, it forces member countries to find ways to reduce the consumption of single-use plastics, such as food containers and beverage cups. France is always exceedingly extra and top of the class in combating plastic. They've gone way above what was expected and banned new single-use plastic packaging from 2040. From early 2025, new plastic packaging has to be made of 100% recycled plastic. And since the beginning of 2023, single-use packaging is banned from French fast food restaurants.
Oh. Not bad. Nice.
From fast food restaurants, it's banned. So how are you supposed to...
Oh, maybe there is no takeout.
Single-use plastic. So I guess you could put the, like here they have cardboard boxes with paper wrapping.
It's just different.
It's single-use, but it's not plastic.
Right. It's probably paper, not cardboard, but
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the hamburguesas that we get here
are wrapped in like some kind of cardboard. Yeah.
Which brings us to this.
Chapter 3. Le dessin est incroyable.
When we first chatted with Juan, he shared our initial fascination with the French McDonald's reusable packaging.
If you look at the fries basket, like it looks you can immediately tell what it is, like a McDonald's fries basket. But it looks kind of modern. It looks kind of like, apple-fied. Yeah, they kind of nailed it with the design.
Juan also filmed how you ultimately return the dishware. The process seems a lot more dignified than the usual dumping of 500 kilograms of trash into an oversized, nasty, overflowing eat-it-all bin. We went on to model the dishware based on his footage and promotional material. Because why not? It's undeniably French. The design studio behind it is called Ilium. They picked a plastic called Trident for the various containers, which is similar to glass and ceramic in its hardness and transparency, and preserves the organoleptic qualities of the food. Vents, graining, striations have all been designed to address their functions in the best possible way. Greasy hands, neat, great grip. The development of this technology took over 2 years. Unsurprisingly, it gets stolen a lot. The reused dishware went viral with good right. But it's just one small part of a much more elegant whole. For a country where eating at the restaurant is the norm, it makes even more sense that the food is not needlessly overpacked anymore. However, it's unclear if relying on reusable plastic is actually more sustainable than switching to long-wearing glass or china. The French government promises to remain vigilant on this question.
Oh, wow. So they could end up having China one day.
Yeah. I mean, I believe them when they're going to remain vigilant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely believe
McDonald's has been doing very tiny steps towards improving their packaging for more than 30 years. Ironically, we made a video in German before knowing about all this, criticizing the chain for greenwashing their enormous trash footprint in Germany and pretend fixing the issue. Some EU directives and one chunky national law later, we get this. To us, this is a story of how business, if set on the right track through legislation, can really leap forward. McDo really did turn around the French anti-plastic legislation to their benefit, simply through introducing a design so noteworthy, people talk about it. Like,
that's cool. I'm glad they didn't just accept what is the norm in the U.S.
Right.
It would have failed, obviously.
Yeah.
Just like you said, the Walmart in Germany.
Right.
So they really took a stance.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's great. I wish they would have talked a little bit more about the food quality.
I know.
Because I'm wondering.
Well, they did say that they source their own food, their own ingredients.
That's right.
And then they had a baguette, which I thought was freaking amazing.
Yeah. Although it had hamburger meat on it.
Did it have hamburger meat in it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what I thought it was. It just looked like a sandwich.
It looked like it had hamburger meat.
Oh, well, at least they're sourcing their own meat. Not that, I can't even imagine. I don't even know what's in the United States meat.
That's so interesting because it probably has just a different connotation. Like it's not negative.
Yeah, they just saw it as another restaurant.
It's like another restaurant.
And they maintain their culture of sitting for a long time, gathering and chatting, and like the culture here in Spain.
Right.
So
that's awesome.
That's really, really good. But they want some, sometimes you just, I guess, want a little burger.
Yeah, something. Look at Marcel sending us this.
Look at you.
All right, okay, let's take a look at what the people got to say here before we get out of here. All right. I love this video. A German YouTuber living in the Netherlands speaking English about an American fast food chain adapting to French laws.
That's funny.
I love the frequency of output with the new additional but separate channel. Thanks to all who put so much effort into it. All right. As a Canadian, I don't care if it maybe seems authoritarian to American libertarians. What the EU and its member countries can achieve is pretty amazing. What they can achieve.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this video, the French chef angrily venting in French.
Yeah.
Being dubbed with English with a very angry French accent. All right. That was hilarious.
That's funny.
All right.
Okay.
If you want to support the channel more than you are now, we do have a Patreon. We have a free option and a paid option. Both of those have a Discord link on them. Recommend you go over there and check that out. We have a lot of fun over there.
Marcel's over there.
Yeah. You too can be a Marcel. All right. As always, thank you for stopping by. And we will see you on the next video.
Bye.
Peace.